Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we have the Gloommaw Primal day 1 and there are some new teams I have to share. The top team with Baelran is still exactly the same as my previous video, however no Baelran options, there are a few more that we definitely need to cover. Let's go ahead and get right into it and then we will do our attacks as well, which I'm excited for. My guild leader has hit a massive score of 253 billion damage. We're gonna try to compete with that. I don't know if we'll be able to, but let's go ahead and begin with the more budget team. So the first team was the experimental team I shared in my previous video, and actually it is working. It isn't going to be the top scoring team, it's actually going to be the lower scoring team of all the teams I'm going to show you, but not by a huge amount, and it doesn't have Velka. It has heroes a lot of people would have built up, and so I just wanted to share this team basically with the Blood Moon spell, pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Daemon Ludovic on the Stellar Bond, Grim Executioner front and center, Faramor and Schmear on the left, and make sure you have your level 90 Grim Executioner Phantomal, and this is with the Blood Moon. Now, there's a very interesting team from Psychopokcho, which is shared from the VN server. Now, this team is currently the best No-Baelran team on the VN server, but they're at a higher resonating level. At our current resonating level, it isn't going to be really the second best team, but it's going to be like the third best team. So I wanted to show it. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Velka and Daemon on the Stellar Bond, Green Execution in front of Daemon, Pandora in front of the Schmear in the back, with the Arrow Storm spell. So this is a very solid team for No-Baelran option, and as our levels get higher, this is going to get even better because of course Pandora's HP loss damage is going to become more effective. Now, there's another option which you can swap Bonnie into this team. So if you don't have Velka, you can run this team with Bonnie swapped in place of Velka. And this is also doing well. It isn't going to do as well as the Velka team. It's going to be slightly worse. However, it still is an overall good team. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Bonnie and Daemon on the Stellar Bond, Pandora in front of Schmear in the back, and then Grim Execution in front of Daemon with the Aerostorm spell. So there we have these teams. Now, there are some alternative teams. I showed you this team in the video earlier, and this is probably as of right now, at our current resonating level, this is kind of the second best team out there for no Baelran players or like no Alyseth players. Basically, as a budget team, this is the top performing team. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Daemon and Ludovic on the Stellar Bond, Grim Execution in front of Daemon, Faramor and Velka in the upper left. Make sure you have the Blood Moon spell. This team is with the Blood Moon spell. That is important. So here we have this one. However, there was an alternate formation that Rhaenys came up with, and this was actually something that was on my mind as well. Basically, just a repositioning of all the heroes to maybe make it a bit more optimal, having Faramor buffing up the attack of Daemon, and then Velka buffing up the attack speed of Daemon, Ludovic, and Grim Executioner as well. But the thing with this team is it's kind of doing almost the same as the previous version, original version of this team. So it's just something you can try if you don't have Baelran and you don't have Aliceth and you just want to try this one compared to the other one, see which one is doing better for you. But for our current resonating level, one of these two teams is going to be the best no Baelran, no Aliceth option. Now there is an Aliceth team. However, keep in mind, this is not as good as the Baelran team. It isn't really even close to the damage output of Baelran team. However, technically, it is the second best team. If you don't have Baelran, this is the next best team if you have Aliceth. However, I think it's very rare that someone would have Aliceth and not Baelran, because I do still consider Baelran a bit higher priority compared to Aliceth. However, if that is the case for you, this is a team you can run. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Daemon and Schmear on the Stellar Bond, Velka in front of Schmear, and then Aliceth behind the pink turn to be buffed up by Daemon and be shielded. And this is with the Starblast spell. Make sure you're running the right artifact. So this is the best, basically, Aliceth team, and currently at our resonating level, this is the second best team out there. However, it isn't going to really come close to the score of Baelran. Baelran is far and beyond the best performing team, and that is going to be this one from Prince in Love. This is the top performing team, and even after all the testing on global, this is still the top performing team. This is the one that has hit over 250 billion damage, even for players today. This is what we're going to be aiming for. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left. You have Daemon and Ludovic on the Stellar Bond, Velka in front of Ludovic, Baelran in front of blue turn, Grim Execution in front of Daemon. With the Starblast spell, this is the top team. You just want to make sure you have charms on the entire team. You want to make sure your Grim Execution Phantomal is maxed out level 90, and then your Starblast spell also make it plus 25. And then you want to boost the levels of your key heroes. Daemon and Baelran are the most important two to have boosted levels for. However, after that, it is going to be Ludovic, who is an HP loss damage healer, and then also Velka. if you can boost all their levels, which is what we're doing right now. Basically, we have the maximum effectiveness of this team. We're going to go ahead and send it and see what type of score we are going to get. But yeah, this is the top team. And if you have Baelran built, honestly, you're going to be in a really good shape, because then basically you can run the top team. For the people who do not have Baelran, you will not be able to compete with the players with Baelran. It's kind of like, remember the Magmazard Primal Lord we had in the previous season? Baelran was creating like a 50 to 60 billion score gap. It is basically the same here. Nothing comes close to Baelran. Who knows? There could be some teams which are found out later on in the upcoming days. However, I feel like Baelran probably is just going to solidify his lead and be the top team. Now, if you're deciding between Baelran and Aliceth as an overall hero investment, I'm still leaning towards Baelran as more of a priority than Aliceth, because Baelran is good in multiple Dreamon bosses. He creates a big score gap. He is good in Primal Lords, although that isn't as important. He's good in Ravage Realm, and importantly, he's good in AFK stages, which Aliceth is not used at all, other than just really mainly Dream Realm and PvP. Baelran kind of can function in all game modes pretty well. And that is the interesting thing about him. Okay, so we have 16 seconds left. We're up to 214 billion damage. We really need a burst of damage right now. Could we do it? 8 seconds left. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. We need some massive burst right here. 247 billion damage on our first run. I don't know how much RNG there is, honestly. All I know is my guild leader is slightly higher on levels. However, I did also min-max my equipment. I'm going to show you guys the equipment that I selected for basically these heroes. But overall, I mean, not bad. 250 billion is what I was hoping for. And really just because my guild leader has broken 250 billion, I also want to try and rival that. But even like, obviously the score is really good. So let's go ahead and do our final 2 skip runs just to see, can we get a higher score? Okay, 248 billion damage, showing that there is going to be some level of RNG. And we will go ahead and send it with our final team. Can we break the 250 billion damage threshold? We got it. Okay, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So there's RNG definitely, as you guys can see. We broke the 250 billion damage threshold. There was like up to 4 billion, maybe even higher than that RNG for me. And my guild leader has hit the 253 billion, which is also pretty crazy. Now, as for the equipment that I selected, it was really similar to what I was recommending in my previous video, which is just that you want to get your support and your, oh wow, we got more equipment. Yeah, you want to get your support attack, because Ludovic, right? Ludovic's damage scales off of his attack, so I got a support attack weapon, level 890. I wanted my tank weapon to be the highest, because Daemon deals the highest damage in this team, so I got the Daemon weapon, level 900. Warrior, I wanted this sheer, basically chest plate, because that gives the highest amount of health, so I wanted to make sure we got that for Baelran, level 880. And then what else did I do? I did get the 870 weapon for No-Valka, because she's obviously yeah, she's an attack based damage dealer. And then I just got some other attack pieces, like, the support gloves, and I got the tank amulet thing. So that's basically what I did. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. If there's any other tips you have or teams which work for you, feel free to share that in the comment section. But hopefully this will be a comprehensive guide of what teams you should be running, at least on day 1. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There is a link to that in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.